Welcome. Thanks for joining us. There's definitely wet weather out there, and the storm is making our way through our area. So let's go straight out to Star with the latest on the forecast.
Well, Sandra, we're already seeing Southern California fill up, and most of it, rain-wise, is going to be on the lighter side. So drawing you in as far north as San Luis Obispo, drawing all the way down through Oceanside. Most of the colors that we are seeing here on our radar, pretty light to, I'd say, a medium green color, just indicating that our showers not quite heavy in this hour. Drawing you up toward the Oxnard area, we do have a little sail passing through the area, drawing you over to the Inland Empire, one of those other spots where I do see a lot more of the county filling out. So this is from Ontario to San Bernardino through Riverside as well. So if you're traveling along the 215, the 15 freeway, even the 10, we do show some light activity coming down. Now, we are expecting that things will pick up moving into our late night hours, but also through tomorrow morning. So the heaviest of our rain once again tonight through our Saturday. Rainfall amounts, we are looking at 2 to 5 inches for our coast and our valleys. If you're in our foothills and our mountains, anywhere from 4 to 8 inches. Now, we are not just looking at the chance for some heavy downpours. We're talking thunderstorms embedded in these cells passing through. Flooding may be possible where we do have the excessive rain coming down in very short time across some of the area. Also mudslide and debris flow across some of our mountains, our canyon, our passes. So areas that we will be watching. We do have some areas like Gaviota already picked up over 3 inches of rainfall. We'll be keeping our eyes not just across our Malibu hills, but also areas like Altadena, because of course we want to watch those burn scars. They've picked up less than 1/4 of an inch, but as we do get through the rest of our Friday and into our weekend, these will be areas to keep our eyes on. As far as our flood watch, it is in place from tonight, does carry through our Saturday evening. It is going to include all of the Los Angeles County area. So all of our green highlighted area on our map there. Fast forwarding us through tonight, this is our first system passing through, our first storm system. It will stick around through our Saturday. We have us timed out at tomorrow morning if you are going to be outdoors, even tomorrow around lunchtime and also into our early afternoon. Not really much change in there. The excessiveness of this rainfall coming through, not expected to pass off the first system, at least until we get to the back half of our Saturday night and into our Sunday. Even though then we will still have some light rain activity setting up through our Sunday into our Monday before our secondary system does arrive. Secondary system due to push through Monday into our Tuesday. And of course, I'm going to bring it in a little bit closer to give you not so much of a widespread view. This is us getting through our 2 o'clock hour. So in about a half an hour or so, things really picking up into the 4 o'clock hour. So not just the greens presenting themselves on the map here. We have a lot more yellows, but also a little bit of orange there, and the system moving from the west out towards the east as well as the north. And with this picking up a little bit later into our afternoon and evening hours. This is our 5 a.m. hour. So if any of us do have those early plans for tomorrow morning, just note that we are looking at dangerous conditions in terms of the rain and the rate that it is coming down. This is our 10 a.m. hour tomorrow. Still the excessiveness of the rainfall coming down, not expected to let up. Tomorrow afternoon continues to see the same activity that we do see tomorrow morning. This is the back half of tomorrow, that 10 p.m. hour, where instead of the rain, we do still see some of the scattered nature of our rain is going to be settling in. That is the situation for most of our Sunday as well. Monday, here's a look at what's happening. Our secondary system possibly going to push in for areas west first. So Santa Barbara, the Oxnard, Ventura area, San Luis Obispo, likely to see that rain push in the earliest. Let's talk about our temperatures for tomorrow. They are expecting to be similar to today. So to start our weekend, a lot cooler than what we did see to start off this work week. Yesterday, temperatures in the 70s across the LA area. Today, we brought it down to the 60s. That will be the situation getting us into the start of our weekend as well. LA, we're shooting for a high to start our weekend at 63 degrees. We'll have a lot of 60s scattered, not just across our valleys, the Inland Empire, our high deserts, but also our low deserts expected to see a significant cool off. The majority of our rain is expected Saturday. I do want to keep referencing Saturday being the day that is going to be potentially the most hazardous for anyone planning to be outdoors if you have work or whatever is going to cause you to have to be outside on the roads. This is a look at our rainfall accumulating through the rest of, I'd say, this evening, the 8 o'clock hour. We do show the greens, but also the blues, where we are looking to pick up another quarter to about 3/4 of an inch of rainfall. But you'll really see this model filter in as we do arrive at tomorrow. So this is a look into tomorrow morning. We'll be seeing a lot more of the purples, but also the reds on the map, where we are expecting rainfall totals to skyrocket. We're talking as much as 3 inches along some of our coastal areas, even into our interior sections. We see areas that are expected to pick up close to 3 inches. And then, of course, our mountains and our foothills could see anywhere from 3 to 6 inches of rainfall accumulated with this first system moving through. Here's a look into our temperatures into the weekend. 60s for LA, the inland Orange County area. And then as we do progress into next week with the secondary system moving in, temperatures remaining in the low 60s. Back to you.
Wow, not letting up all week. Okay, keep that umbrella handy, right, Star? Thank you so much for that. And of course, we're keeping an eye out on the burn areas in our local communities. And Haley Winslow is live in Malibu, which is a community that's definitely preparing for these storms. Haley.
Yes, Sandra, and under evacuation orders, the Palisades, Malibu, really all of the burn scar areas. You can see behind me what you'll see a lot along PCH, these tarps on the hillside, workers trying to put them up as fast as possible to protect the hills from those mudslides and the debris flows. Under evacuation order, all of the burn scar areas, including the Palisades, construction workers in one area trying to rebuild and up against Mother Nature. We're going to go to the video and show you one home in particular covered in plastic. These workers did that to, of course, protect the wood from getting saturated by the rain in this strong storm that's supposed to bring widespread rain, as Star was saying, through the area until Sunday. Most concerning tonight through Saturday night, heaviest rain at that time, and then obviously another round next week. We're also expecting those isolated severe thunderstorms she was talking about and that risk of flash flooding, and that's what causes those debris flows. This land, as you know, is prone to those mudslides, which makes the hillside more vulnerable and less stable. So we're with all of the rain we're expecting over the next week, not good news for this area. We talked to those construction workers about what they're up against, trying to get this area rebuilt as fast as possible.
Just hustling, grinding, trying to get this job done back here. We're demoing a basement. We got a few guys here. We got about 3 trucks. Just trying to get it done, you know, before the bad weather kicks in, you know.
So we're in the parking lot of one of the most favorite restaurants in Malibu, Duke's, that has K-rails protecting it from these mudslides the next few days. Caltrans has blocked off their area, and they're actually planning on putting some kind of drainage system in the parking lot, because this is the second time, first in 2011, where they've been shut down because of a mudslide. And the big question, when are they going to finally reopen after surviving the fire and then getting hit with that mudslide a month later back in February? The original plan was to reopen tomorrow, which opening day would have been again during a possible another round of this mud. They're now expecting to reopen hopefully in time for Christmas. Reporting live here in Malibu, I'm Haley Winslow. We'll keep you updated throughout the day, but for now, back to you.
All right, Haley, sounds good. Thank you so much for that update in that area. Let's head out to Christina Gonzalez now, who is live in Sun Valley with more on what it looks like out there. Christina.
Yeah, we've been checking some of the areas in the San Fernando Valley that get flooded when it rains just a little bit. And you can see, for example, that intersection up at Glen Oaks. There is some water, not a lot, because the rain really has been very soft. It has been a very gradual rain. Nothing major to talk about. What we've had a lot of, though, and let's go to the video to show you what I'm talking about, is the rollover crashes. We have video, this one in the 3000 block of Beverly Glen. There was a woman inside that vehicle. She was talking to paramedics, so she was conscious, but we don't have word on what her condition is at this point. But this is just one of many all over the San Fernando Valley, even as it has not been raining a lot. Now, back here live, what we're also seeing, and what I want to talk to you about, is the enormous amount of people living in tents that are still out here. Now, keep in mind that we have been told by the city of Los Angeles that LAHSA, the Los Angeles Homeless Services Authority, has conducted outreach to all these people, informed them of the weather that's coming their way, supplied them with whatever they can, and, you know, told them that there's hotel vouchers available. Now, I've been talking to the people in these tents, and when we come back a little later, you're going to hear from them, because a few that are talking to me are saying that they were not offered any hotel vouchers. So if there are hotel vouchers available, because I think some of these people would go if they were offered at this point. And this is just one side of the street. The other side of the street, I mean, you know, we'll show you as we go along. There's quite a few people out here that some of them are choosing to stay in the tents. Some of them seemingly are telling me again they have not been offered vouchers, or maybe there's confusion as to what they're being offered, because I do know that I do see the outreach people out here regularly. But when it starts to rain really hard, this is not going to be a fun place to be at. And it's just one of those things that we're keeping our eye on, and will throughout the afternoon as it starts to rain a lot harder, especially later on tonight. But for now, we're faring well here in the San Fernando Valley. Just drive carefully, because it's surprising how quickly those intersections get filled up with water. I'm Christina Gonzalez, live in San Fernando Valley, Sun Valley. Back to you guys.
All right, Christina, thank you. And of course, you can track the storm anytime on foxla.com, streaming on Fox Local as well. And we will, of course, be streaming all the important updates throughout the afternoon. Again, thanks for joining us. We'll be back at 2 o'clock with another update.